Hey guys, this is David Bosco here, and man am I excited because this year is going to be a great year for blockbusters, more specifically the movies. So I decided to go and take a look at not one, but two feature films I have here. The first film I have is from 2005 and is directed by Robert Rodriguez, the same guy who made the Spy Kids movies, alongside the adult films, which includes Machete, Planet Terror, and From Dusk Till Dawn, and not to forget Sin City. That film I have is the one and only. The film I have is The Adventures of Sharkboy and the Lavagirl in 3D. Yes, you heard me right. I did say in 3D. Because I have seen this film in 3D at least like 6 times already. It's one of my cult classics. Film obviously stars Taylor Lautner as Sharkboy and Taylor Dooley as Lavagirl. But they're not the main characters despite the title on the front. The character we're following is this kid named Max, played by Caden Boyd. The story goes as follows. Max is the new kid at school, obviously having no friends, and his parents, played respectively by David Arquette and the Sex and the City actress herself, Christian Davis. And the villain of this movie are two of them, which includes, and I limited to, George Lopez as Mr. Electricidad or Mr. Electric. And of course, we have the one and only Minus, or in this case, Linus, played by the respectively one and only Jacob Davidge. So Sharkboy and Lavagirl come to ask him to save Planet Jewel from the darkness, which Linus is obviously using his Max's journal for. And they do their best to save Planet Jewel. Spoiler alert, they do at the very end. Sorry about that. But as for the rest of the build-up, you can try to go and figure it out. Now, I've seen this movie at least like multiple times before. And trust me, it's really that good. Now, I know basically it's not on the same level as the Spy Kids movies, more specifically the first three. But it's still fun to watch if you can add this to your Robert Rodriguez family film DVD collection, which is why I already did. And it's pretty good. And if you have kids, basically, this film will definitely get their assignments up. And trust me, it's going to be pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, the reason why I said this movie is going to be pretty good, in this case, this year's going to be good for the movies, is because this year marks the 100th anniversary of two studios. Columbia Pictures, which is what this film was distributed by, and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studios Incorporated, or MGM. And it's going to be pretty cool. Trust me, those two studios are going to be awesome. Now, the next film I have basically has a little background history to it. And of course, this film I have, you already know what it is. The film I have is from 2006, and of course, is the differentiated version from the theatrical cut, and that is Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. Now, just in case you don't know the history behind this one, let me give you a little bit of background. So back in the late 1970s, Warner Brothers set up a contract for two Superman movies, and Richard Donner was signed on to make both of them at the exact same time. Now, up until the production of the second movie, which he was about 75 to 80% done with, Donner left. Some people say he was fired, and some people say that basically he had creative differences between Alexander and Ilya Salka, the people who produced the film. So many years back, nearly 20 years ago, Richard Donner was able to find all the footage he found / shot for Superman 2 and was able to go ahead and make a version of the film that he originally wanted the world to see back in 1980. Now, this film has many differences. For example, Lois Lane jumping out of a window, and Superman turning back time at the end, so that way none of the film ever happened. Yeah, that kind of got fans upset. But still, I'm incredibly happy to have it, because this film, like you said, and in this case, like the title says, is the version you have never seen. And it's really, really that fun. And trust me, if you find this movie on DVD, or if you find it on Amazon Prime, you're going to get a kick out of this one. And yes, this is also available with the Superman 4K collection. So if you find it there, it'll be pretty fun there too. So with that in mind, you're all gonna like this one. So there you go. That's my double review for Sharkboy and Lavagirl and Superman 2: The Richard Donner Cut. And of course, I'm really happy you guys liked it. Next time is going to be a Nickelodeon review because I have a teacher on for that. And I hope you guys are prepared for it. And trust me, it's really going to be fun.